world, welcome back to Art with Honesty. Finally we have 3D 100, which is 3D animation 100, and there is a lot of the year we spent building, and then the last bit of the year we did animating, but I'm not going to show you the animations because I don't think they're quite good, and I'm just not very proud of them, and also all the building and stuff was given to us by our lecturers, so then I just feel uncomfortable showing you what we did. It's basically just the ball and tail animation going through an obstacle course again. Kind of like the one in motion design, except now in a 3D landscape. So in semester 1, the first thing we ever did was the donut tutorial. So these are my donuts. Now I have never used Blender before, so when I did this, I really tried to, I'm a bit of an overachiever. I really tried to get a lot done. There's some little rubber duckies, there's a little shark, and this is like a galaxy themed one. So if you know anything about 3D and learning Blender, you know about Blender Guru, and you know about the donut tutorial. These are my donuts. I'm still really proud of these, but obviously there was probably a lot of mistakes, like, things you're not allowed to have in 3D. But obviously later on that gets corrected. And these are all my little donuts, and I'm still really proud of these, but I think I could probably knock it out of the park now as a year later. Then the other thing we had to do was a primitive robot, so I chose the robot from the Wild Robot, and we had to make that robot out of shapes. We weren't allowed to edit anything or model anything, it just had to be out of shapes. So this is what I did, and I also didn't know how to render out, so these are just screenshots of Blender. But I'm still really proud of this. Oh, sorry, that's a sneak peek. Then the next project we had to make a console. So this is my console, and it's beauty shot, I guess you could call it. I'm going to open up Blender now to show you the actual console in Blender. Okay, we're in Blender. This is my console. So I worked really hard to make this look exactly like a PlayStation 2 console. We had a bunch of consoles we could pick from. This is the one I picked from because I actually have a PlayStation 2, so I would just pick up the PlayStation 2 and look at it and then build off that. So I'm actually going to go into the viewport shading so you can actually see it a little bit clearer because of the lighting. It's not very good. So there's like this fun texture on the top, and there's the PlayStation 2 logo, or the PlayStation logo, I guess. There's some smudge marks and everything, and there's a fan here at the background and buttons and everything. And then probably the hardest thing was the consoles. This is still not perfect. I mean, the modeling is still a bit wonky, but for this being the first time I actually ever learned how to do something like this, I'm really proud of myself. And I made two, one pink, one blue. Well, it's the same console, it's just colored differently. And there's a bunch of stuff on here, buttons and all of these shapes. These are shapes. I didn't want to put on stickers. I wanted shapes. I mean, that is an option you can do. I think this is also a shape. It's basically that shape formed to be this shape. Yeah, I'm still really proud of this, and I think I did really well. And then basically it's just in a big square that's blue and pink, just to tie it all in. And that was my first ever, I guess, proper modeling assignment. Then the next thing we had to do is we actually had to make our own robot. So these are a bunch of concept sketches I did to try to design my robot. I wanted to do a cat robot. It couldn't be an organic creature. Well, it could be an organic creature. I mean, it couldn't have any organic things. It had to be a full robot. And I wanted to do a cat robot because I thought that would be really fun, but it is also very challenging, and it was a really hard challenge. At the end of the day, I picked this first robot here. But yeah, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out colors and design and kind of feel, and I ended up with this one. And then I sketched out planning. So this is left, right, front and back. And if you go into, this is the head, front, side, back, just so that I knew how to model this. Then here is a beauty shot of my robot at the end of the day. And we also have a bit of a turnaround video for you. Yeah, I struggled with the lighting for this one. I'm going to now open up Blender so you can see it in all its glory. Okay, so here it is open in Blender. I'm just gonna go to solid view. So there is a lot happening with this cat. There's a little X for its butthole. Its tail is like a plug point. All these are little cat wires. This is like a teapot. It's basically supposed to be a junkyard cat that someone built and made into a robot. Then for the actual scene, I had to do, I learned a lot. I learned how to make bricks. I learned how to use smoke. To make smoke, I made my own dumpsters and all of this because I didn't know if I was allowed to import assets. Turns out I was, so all of that work for no reason. But basically all these bits here are glowing because they're actually see-through and glowing, and then he looks like he's been covered in mud and dirt and stuff. And I'm gonna go back into solid view because it kind of chews at my computer. The face, once I had the face done, and the body, it was just a matter of coloring and lighting and everything. And I'm still really, really proud of this. And I feel like I really managed my project well. And at the end of the day, I accomplished what I needed to accomplish, which I feel like is a pretty freaking awesome model that has a lot of my personality in it. Then that was it for semester 1. Semester 2, our first project was an isometric room. So I have pictures of the isometric room, and then I'm going to open it up in Blender and show you them. So this is the isometric room during the day. So the whole point of the room was during the day it should be one thing and during the night it should be another. So during the day my room is a little girl's room, and she's got little plushies and toys and homework, and she draws, and that's her princess bed and everything. Then during the night, during the day, so I have a couple of pictures. This is just the beauty shot, so this is of her desk. I designed all these worksheets and then I imported them. This is also, you should recognize this from my digital drawings tour. That's my pattern of strawberries, and there's a little bunny in the corner. And then this is just from the top-down view. I'm going to explain a bit more of the story as soon as we get into the room, because I feel like you have to see it for yourself. This is the night version. So these plushies are summoning a creature from a summoning portal. So this is the, same room, just a little bit of adjustments. Here's the beauty shot. My boyfriend says it looks like it comes from a video game, which makes me really proud. And then this is the top-down view. So now I'm just going to open up Blender and show you around. Okay, so it might be a bit difficult to show you around because it is this is a pretty big Blender file. There's a lot of textures and a lot happening. And I can already hear my computer trying to take off. But basically what I had is on the ground, is all these creepy artworks that the child is drawing. So this says, Mummy doesn't like my drawings. I think that's what this one says. Mummy doesn't like my drawings. And this one says, Mr. Bunny watches me sleep. This one says, it looks like they are talking. My bunny looks at me. Mr. Bunny looks at me sometimes. Mommy and Daddy are fighting. And I basically try to make a bunch of children's drawings to kind of add to the story. Then here on the wall is another bunch of drawings, also children drawings. So basically I wanted to be like the good drawings got put on the wall and the bad drawings are on the floor. Mrs. Bunny is sad. Teddy is a knight. Kitty loves flowers. Mr. Bunny loves me. And Doggy is special. And then there's a bunch of other drawings like her with her family and the classic tree in the corner. Sun and tree in the corner with the little birds, little fishy, campfire, some flowers. And then what I did was, wherever So, like, for example, Kitty loves flowers. Kitty is right next to the pot plants, which this one is coming to life. So there's another little bit of detail, and she's got a little princess crown because she's mommy and daddy's princess. Or Mr. Teddy's a knight, so he's by the castle that is built up to, well, the building blocks that is built up to look like a castle. Mr. Bunny loves me, so he's on the little princess bed. Mrs. Bunny is sad, so she's been put into this little corner where she's kind of sulking. And here on her table, there's all her homework that I made these little worksheets, and then some of them I filled out and some of them I didn't. Like here's like how to draw a fish and stuff. These are all based on real worksheets. I just redid them. Then here is just Doggo. He just gets left in the middle of the room because I didn't really know where to put him, but I do think it's kind of funny. And then what I did there's a bunch of stuff kids would love. So there's like a school backpack, and there's crayons and pencils and a snow globe, and this is just a calendar. So if you go to the calendar, it's her birthday party, but it's also a blood moon. So she was counting down to her party, but it's also a blood moon. There's like a little night light that goes off at the middle at nighttime. There's a bunch of details that I wanted. Here she has a rock collection because kids like to collect cool rocks. And then all these books, this is probably what's taking up most of what's creating most of the big files, is all these books have a name and a design. And I basically wanted it that there's like 78 books here, I believe, and each book has its own name and its own little design, because I really wanted this to feel real, like it's lived in. And this one is the tales of Mother Goose, and some feathers, and so I really tried to create that there's a whole story happening. And if you look deeper into it, there's a bunch of stuff. This is like, for example, a laundry basket. Oh, sorry, I'm wearing the cabinet. This is a little laundry basket and some bunny slippers and a whole bunch of stuff. Then we're gonna go into the nighttime version. So I decided not to show you the night blender file because it's basically everything that you saw in the day, except now there's this massive summoning circle and all the plushies are surrounding it. So making hands in any program is hard, but I had to make hands in Blender for the first time, and they came out quite creepy, which is okay because I figured the creepier the better. But yeah, there's some hands and all the plushies are summoning this creature, and there's little candles, and basically all that like story building that I worked up in the daytime scene culminates in this kind of creepy blood moon, because you can see there's like red light for the blood moon and the little summoning circle that culminated in this nighttime scene. So yeah, that was my final build for 3D animation. I'm not gonna show you the animation, just based on the fact that my lecturers designed what we animated and the obstacle course and everything, so it feels just disingenuous to me to show you my animation because it feels a little cheating. But that is basically 3D animation for this year. Again, I'm not taking this next year, I'm taking illustration and communication design, but I had a lot of fun, and I learned Blender, and I might make more Blender projects. Who knows? Bye!